Nancy Pelosi is in the news again. Not for something dumb that she said, wouldn't be the first time, but for the way that she said something dumb. Pelosi is the perfect example of how some of these people just need to retire. They're unable to complete their jobs. Think of how many of these ancient political figures have secured a place in politics with no one to oppose them, and the media run defense for them when necessary. If you or I had a video published to the internet and it was embarrassing for us, we would have to learn to deal with it. When a wealthy and powerful figure has a video published that embarrasses them, they get the entire media to pressure whatever website, in this case Facebook, into removing the video. It's a video making fun of somebody in power, and as if all notified by the same group message, the entire media sprang up simultaneously to run damage control. In celebration of the Streisand effect, the rule for which the attempt to suppress information causes that information to be in higher demand, let's take a look at the hysterical parade we are seeing on behalf of Femme Skeletor.
Well, as we mentioned before the break, the president today retweeted a misleadingly edited video of Nancy Pelosi, edited to highlight and exaggerate stuttering. Another faked video is also circulating online. It's been slowed down to make Pelosi appear incoherent, ill, perhaps drunk. The video is fake.
Oh, that video is fake and misleading? Then why isn't it on your network? It would fit right in.
It's manipulated. Numerous audio and video experts and fact-checking organizations have confirmed that.
Fact-checking organization. I wonder if one of those organizations isn't called the Ministry of Truth. Just a random thought. No reason.
But that video in particular has been viewed by millions of people on Facebook. And in fact, it's still up on Facebook, even though Facebook knows it's fake. They've added comments from independent fact-checkers to inform people who watch it and have made it less prominent, but it is still up there. Now, YouTube took it down, but it's still up on Twitter. They're not even commenting about it. Facebook, however, was good enough to provide us with a spokesperson. She's Monica Bickert, the company's vice president for global policy management. I spoke to her just a short time ago.
Aw, Mr. Vanderbilt, I wonder why your company is losing all of its ratings. It's losing about half of its audience every single year. You guys are going down and down and down. I wonder why. Oh, maybe it's because you sounded like a bunch of teenage girls. What are you doing complaining about what people are sharing on the internet? It's the internet. It's made almost solely for the purpose of mocking people relentlessly. But hey, when it's a politician, when it's somebody in power that is getting mocked, well, we're going to see Mr. Vanderbilt here. Anderson Project Mockingbird Cooper, former CIA asset. Yeah, Anderson Cooper is going to lecture us about, hey, we need to start censoring things, okay? We can't have politicians being mocked on social media? What do you think this is, America?
We saw this week that it may not take cutting-edge technology to achieve a similar goal. Amid his feud with Nancy Pelosi, President Trump tweeted out a video of the House Speaker that was edited to make her appear to stammer during a news conference. That was followed by a second altered video of Pelosi that made the rounds on social media. Jeff Pegues has that part of the story.
Yet this doctored video that I think your own fact-checkers acknowledge is doctored of Speaker Pelosi remains on your platform. Why?
These are the journalists, folks. The brave ones, the ones that tell us how important they are because they keep people in power in check. These are the people. They're keeping people in power in check. Oh, well, covering their butts because they might look a little stupid. There's a video making fun of them on the internet. Oh, better shut it down. The masses don't get to have fun anymore. It's 2019, don't you know? You're supposed to just go home and not have fun anymore. Work your crappy little job while Nancy Pelosi makes more money in 1 year than you or I will ever enjoy for ourselves. But if there's a video out there mocking her, you and I do not get to laugh about it. You see, she is a Class A citizen, and we're a Class C citizen.
A doctored video of Speaker Nancy Pelosi has been viewed millions of times on social media. It's being flagged this morning because of concerns that it could influence political perception.
Could influence political perception. Now let's take a look at the Washington Post video on their YouTube channel regarding this, where they play Internet Hall Monitor against a channel called Next News Network. What's really funny, though, is the Washington Post didn't even properly capitalize the title of their video.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has a lot on her plate. leading the House of Representatives, quelling factions in her own party, going head-to-head with President Trump. She's a favorite target of Republicans, and also the alt-right.
Ruh-roh. The alt-right? The Tiki Torch guys? Well, now I feel really bad for Nancy Pelosi. I mean, and not just because she sounds like she's entering into a new stage of dementia, but also because she has to deal with the alt-right. My condolences, ma'am.
Recent videos circulating online have been manipulated to make the Congresswoman's words sound sluggish and slurred. This video, posted by the Politics Watchdog Facebook page, has more than 28,000 shares and 1.2 million views. It shows Pelosi speaking at the Center for American Progress Ideas Conference on May 22nd. But when compared to the Washington Post's verified feed of the same event, it is clear the Facebook video is playing at 75% of the original speed. A YouTube user ripped a video from the conservative channel Next News Network, which criticizes Nancy Pelosi's speech at the American Road and Transportation Builders Association on May 14th. This user only altered Pelosi speaking, not the anchor. The slowed-down version makes Pelosi's speech sound slurred, and the caption alleges she was drunk.
Well, democracy dies in darkness, and thank God we have the Washington Post here to notify us of internet shenanigans and people making fun of Nancy Pelosi in a bit of a unique way. And maybe they are trying to push this as a real video. But the sad part is that it's believable in the first place. That speaks louder than anything I could say. Is that everyone saw that and said, yeah, it sounds like Nancy Pelosi. She usually does sound like she's on some sort of prescription medication. And with that, we have to watch some of this footage that they really don't want us watching.
I love coming here in this week that we observe the birth of our presidents, in particular George, our founding father, and our founding mother, George Washington and Martha Washington. We followed his lead on protecting the butterfly sanctuary, and the knowledge that he has of the region, being a border member of Congress.
Oh, my mistake. That's an undoctored video of Nancy Pelosi. I know it's hard to tell the difference between the two, considering a normal video of Nancy Pelosi looks like a doctored, quote, doctored video of Nancy Pelosi. They're almost indistinguishable.
And what that meant was we would have hundreds of millions of dollars, but that's what will happen on Monday. Mr. Castro's resolution will go to the Rules Committee. Again, I thank my friend here, my colleague, Mr. Cuellar, and now it's more there's so much more immigration needs here.
All right, all joking aside, let's now take a look at the video, the forbidden video, the video for which should not be watched.
We want to give this president the opportunity to do something historic for our country. We want to give this president the opportunity to do something historic for our country.
So, there you have it, folks. On this one occasion, Nancy Pelosi didn't actually sound like she was on a prescription medication or perhaps even drunk. On this one occasion, she did speak fairly coherently, and everybody from Anderson Cooper to the Washington Post had to stop the presses and let everybody know, hey, this is a doctored video that makes Nancy Pelosi look stupid. For real though, don't you guys have something more important to do? There's a lot going on in this world, and for all of the networks, and even the Washington Post and a lot of other publications, deciding to make the centerpiece of their reporting for an entire day, whether or not the video of Nancy Pelosi looking stupid was 100% genuine or not, speaks volumes about their actual integrity. There are way more important things going on in this world. Things like corruption and government overreach, all sorts of things. And they're spending their time policing content on the internet, playing internet hall monitor. I thought you guys were brave. I thought you were stunning. What are you doing? What is this? This is a parade. That's what this is. Well, that'll do it for this one. Here it is. Your moment of clarity.
us, the Fresh Maker.